Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, hello everyone. My name is Amanda Deviola, and my study ID number is 6670250 044. Today, I'm going to present my topic title is Money Politics in Indonesia, a threat to democratic values. This presentation is part of our English for Academy purpose class, guided by Mr. Harry. I chose this topic because even though Indonesia has been a democratic country for more than 2 decades, the problem of money politics still appears in almost every election. It is a critical issue that damages the quality of our democracy, affect the fairness of election, and reduces people's trust in the government. Okay, let me start with the background and definition. In simple terms, money politics means the use of money, gift, or other material in ties to influence voters or political decision. According to Socrates, money politics is the exchange of funds for money, good or service offered by candidates or their support teams to voters. Okay, another expert, Basara and Hassaniah 2024, explained that money politics in Indonesia has already become part of our political culture. It is not only about individual corruption, but also about a systemic pattern that involves both politicians and society. This behavior is strongly related to the patron-client culture, where voters expect candidates to give them something in return for support. The Indonesian Survey Institute (LSI) report that in the 2019 election, more than 50% of voters in some regions admit that they were involved in money politics, either receiving money or gathering campaigns. The facts show that money politics is deeply rooted and still normalized in our democracy. Ideally, democracy should represent people's free will. But when votes can be bought, it means the political process no longer reflects honestly or equality. Okay, now I'm can explain a problem question. Based on that background, I formulate several questions that guide this presentation. First, why does money politics still persist, even though Indonesia is already a democratic country? Second, Second, what are the main causes or factors behind the continued of money politics? Third, how does money politics affect the quality of democracy and governance in Indonesia? And finally, what possible solution can be implemented to reduce money politics and future election? These questions are important because even though many studies already discuss democracy, only a few focus on how culture, economy, and weak institutions allow money politics to survive. So, this presentation will explore these gaps and provide an analysis based on several journal findings. Okay, now let's move to the cases of money politics in Indonesia. There are at least 5 major factors that explain why this practice continues. First, the patron-client culture in many communities. Politics is understood as a reciprocal relationship. Candidates are expected to give mutual benefit and voters returns that favor by voting for them. This kind of exchange makes money politics seems acceptable, even though it violates democracy principles. Second, economic inequality and poverty. Many citizens still live in poor conditions, especially in rural areas. A small amount of cash during an election can be very tempting. For some people, this money is seen as a gift rather than a bribe. Third, weak law enforcement. Indonesia already has regulation that prohibit vote buying, but they are really enforced. It is hard to find evidence, and people are often afraid to report the practice because they think it is useless or dangerous. Fourth, low political, literally many vote do not fully understand the meaning of democracy or their political rights. Some think that elections are just about receiving something for candidates. And 5, high campaign costs. Running for office requires huge financial resources, and many candidates feel pressured to use money politics as a shortcut to gain support. These 5 causes combine to create a strong environment where money politics continues to survive despite existing law and democratic institutions. Okay, based on several research findings, we can clearly see the impact of money politics on democracy in Indonesia. The Indonesian Survey Institute (LSI) data from 2019 showed that more than half of voters admitted receiving money or good during election period. This means that the practice is widespread and almost normalized in many communities. According to Ikaham and Wardana, 2524, voters who engage in money politics tend to ignore candidates' competence, moral integrity, or program. Instead, they choose candidates based on short-term financial benefits. As a result, candidates who wins election through money politics often fail in debating to their sponsor or financiers. When they are elected, they try to repay their supporters by giving access, projects, or position, not by serving the public interest. The cycle produces corruption, poor quality politics, and weak governance over time. Money politics also reduce public trust. People start to believe that politics is only about money, not about leadership or ideas. This situation makes democracy look transactional, not values-based, which contradicts the essence of democratic governance. Okay, now I will explain conclusion and solutions. From these findings, we can conclude that money politics is one of the most serious threats to Indonesian democracy. It damages the fairness of election, weakens leadership quality, and reduces public confidence in government institutions. The root of the problem are cultural, economic, and institutional. Meaning in meaning it cannot be solved only through punishment. We need a long-term approach that changes people's mindset and strengthens integrity. Therefore, here are some possible solutions. First, improve civic and political education, especially for young voters. People must understand that selling voter means selling their own rights and their country futures. Second, strengthen law enforcement. The government and election bodies such Bawaslu must act more firmly and consistently. Violators should face serious legal consequences. Yeah, to support this presentation, I use several journal search and research data. This journal discusses money politics from culture, economy, and legal perspective, giving a complete picture of how this issue treats democratic integrity. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I hope this presentation give us better insight into how we can strengthen democracy by rejecting money politics in every form. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.